Hi, welcome to Texas Lone Wolf Miguel, your source for Red Pill Truth. Today we're going to talk about the flawed dating market. We're going to talk about the modern women that chose to embrace feminism, so to speak. Feminism, all right. They chose feminism. They wanted to embrace the ideology. Oh well, they got sold a lie. Well, you got to have a degree. You got to have this. Got to have that. And what's happening is in the dating market, the degrees are worthless. Piece of paper. Well, you're gonna have to have a degree in this. Gonna have to have a degree in that. You're gonna have to have a degree. You're gonna have to have a degree. So what's happening now to the employment market out there is degrees are no longer being relevant. You just overpaid for a piece of education with indoctrination of feminism and along with the other malarkey that's being pushed, the little narrative that the politicians want everybody to embrace. So today's topic is problem in the dating market. Is it the nice guy's fault? Well, you know that mothers choose the baby's fathers, right? So women choose baby's father. Bad boys, felons, bum, who has nothing when the clock runs out. Why do you become invisible to the dating landscape? Okay, why do you become invisible? So we're going to go into the discussion on this, all right? We're going to go into the discussion. Now, you know, and you know what? There's a lot of, you know, anyways, it is what it is. It is what it is. And so I'm just going to discuss, for example, women start off 18 through 20, usually in this kind of a phase. They chase these cute bad boys, felons. They have records in jail, been in and out of jail for worst crimes ever committed. Boy, they just they go after them. But here's the deal. To the nice guys out there, wait your chance. All right, the nice guys, remember, guys are born poor and die rich, okay? But remember this. There's going to come a time and a date to where anyways, we're going to discuss this. Now, the nice guys, your time is going to come where when you are matured slowly, all right? And anyways, you're going to mature. Things are going to come apparent. And the girls out there that are in the age of 18, 19, 20, you're young, you claim your youth is forever. Well, I got bad news for you. You have a use-by date, which is your biological clock that most women use to gauge, to lock down a man when they get, when they go run their little course on the 304 phase. You know what a 304 is. Get you a calculator, type in 304, turn it upside down, and Viola, there's a word that, is common. It's often used and thrown around. And on average, it was said that girls mature faster than boys, right? And there's some girls out there saying, no, 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 I want to go find myself. I want to go and play the field. Well, here's the deal, all right? You go play the field, you rack up body counts. That's going to damage your psyche to the point to where you're not going to be able to pair bond with a guy when you have to be forced to settle down, and you will not be very happy, so to speak. So to speak, all right? So what I'm getting at is, all right, what I'm getting at is, so what I'm getting at is what is going to be, you know, listen. Anyways, when you go out and you give yourself freely to random men, okay, you lose your value. Okay? You lose your value. So whenever the clock strikes midnight and you put yourself out there, um, anyways, there's others who already been with you. And you're going to have to, in order for you to have a long-term relationship, so to speak, in order to have a long-term relationship, you're going to have to go to individual counseling yourself to find out why did you do this, why did you do that, and it becomes obvious. It becomes obvious. Bedroom fun is supposed to be rewarding, beautiful. But the ideology promoted by the globalists and the elites to push the narrative that women are equal to men. They can do that. They can do what men do, and not suffer consequences. Wrong. Let me give you an illustration, okay? So, um, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead, open up the websites, okay? And we're going to discuss, the women nowadays, they think they are going to be the prize. So you are the prize temporarily. So anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and highlight this. And 1824, 18 and 20s, you go bang these bums and bad boys, You say you are not going to, you're going to be beautiful forever. And guess what? This right here, this a photo becomes your kryptonite. Men at that age group right there will see someone younger than you and that are of age. And the feminists are going to call them names, but you know what? The feminists are going to be jealous. So, I feel invisible because of my age is leading through the minds of many women of certain age. I didn't say specific age, nor did I say women are facing a dilemma. After all, these feelings depend on a woman. I will say that more women than not say as they age, they feel invisible. It was when a close girlfriend of mine said I feel invisible during an informal focus group I held for a small group of women over 60. The word invisible became part of my vocabulary for the first time. You used to attract men. Now men don't even see you at all. All right? Until that day, almost a year ago, I recollect a tie-in with the word invisible was Casper the Ghost. So the word in meaning that thought in an invisible woman's mind. I tell you later why I feel visible, why the word invisible made such a strong impression on me. She already had her kids by the bones or the bad boys who had nothing. And you're trying to look for a clean-up man to come in and swoop you up and take you and your kids as a package. I'm not, putting those men down, but I am going to say this. The men going to have to deal with the demons with the single mothers. They're going to have to deal with them. They're going to have to deal with the trauma. They're going to have to deal with the kids because the kid's going to say, you're not my dad. So in essence, you're going to probably argue with me on this. Oh, well, my kids call their stepdad dad and their bio father's a sperm donor. Well, okay, well, that's true enough. That's true. That's true to a certain extent. But here's something else I got to let the women that are young know. Listen to this. Okay, it's every dream that a female wants to be a mom. It's every dream. It's every female's dream. It's every woman's dream to be a mom. But they choose the baby's fathers. And some choose good, and some are not good at choosing at all. It depends on the circumstances. It depends on how the child was raised. And so, getting back to my focus group, Invisible ignited a lively conversation among my girlfriend and I were 60s and 70s. They were, what do you got at college grads? Women who had interesting careers. There were women who were wives or had significant other, and many women who had children and grands terms. I gave my 24 grandchildren. Many of these women would travel, involved in several extracurricular activities, and yet several of these women stated, I feel invisible. Did you know this? Why? Their answers were all the same. Because I no longer look young. They were college grads. They were career women. They paid on a useless debt by the bank to get that higher education, which is basically the same education you got in high school, with more indoctrination added into it, so to speak. And to the people who are going to college, you are being indoctrinated whether you believe this or not. Okay? I remember the day so clearly. I remember one of my stories. I remember how I felt listening to them describe their inner feelings. I was stunned that my girlfriend felt invisible. I saw them as very visible. The word invisible upset me. Guess what? You had your fun. You made children with random men. You went and chased these criminals and thugs and felons and made children with them. You had children out of wedlock, which is going to result in illiteracy and poverty jump in society. You took the father out of the picture, really? And it is what it is, people. Women hit the wall in their time span. Some hit it faster than the others, and some hit it with grace. Some actually age gracefully. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and read on. And you can do what you want. And women in this category right here, I mean, if you're aged out beyond 30, this is going to hit you like a pallet of bricks, okay? And the men in that age group are going to be thinking differently than the men in the 20s. All right? They are going to think different. All right? Men in this age group are not going to be looking for you. They're not. Unless they're blue-pilled. Unless they swallow that, well, you know, I might as well bond with someone my own age and just wither away. That's the only thing there is to it. But there's men that have taken a red pill in their lifetime will not look at the same woman at his own age. They will not do it. All right? So there's in a relevant lifestyle, you know, being connected to interesting people, places, be involved in the now, wearing pleasurable hats, and you're going through invisible passage of life. It's up to you to find your personal passage to feel visible. Might as well become a cat lady. Might as well just, you know. And it is age related. And looks. Listen, you just reached your kryptonite. You just reached your kryptonite when this is when you hit the wall. Okay? Your voice box took a hit. Did you used to did you used to go out to the clubs and drink and act a fool? Try to go get men to pick you up? I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Men at the clubs are not after one thing except that thing between your legs. They hit it and they're going to quit it, and they're not going to bond with you. They already got wives at home waiting on them. It is what it is. And, you know, Being a career woman will lead you to emptiness. Why am I over 50 and not going to take it anymore? I'm a woman in the 50s. Start walking down the city street. I feel invisible almost to any man walking past me. I've been that unseen woman over and over. Friends have echoed this experience me while single. No one wants to date a midlife woman either. This was published in 2013 and updated in 2017. And, you know, here it is. When was the last time you saw a group of midlife women hanging out at a restaurant? Maybe they were at the table right next to you, but you never noticed them. It's simple. I mean, there's nothing they can bring to the table except they're set in their own ways. All right? They're set in their own ways. All right? And the city gives her both personality and professionality. Is get out of town. Now, as a woman walking in her 50s, walking in the city street, feel invisible almost any man. I've been unseen over and over. Friends have echoed this past experience as well. Single? No one wants to date a midlife woman either. Check the world of internet dating, where most men, no matter what their age, list themselves as only interested in women up to they capped at 44 years of age. A friend turned 46 and wants to try online dating. I told her the age range factoid. Instructor told her, pick an age from 40 to 44. Then do the math when they ask her a question about your childhood. Listen, I'm not trying to be ugly or harsh. Your past matters. We live in the West where women outnumber men in a population almost 50 to 60% more. And anyways, and here is a, and I'm going to give Catherine Leach a heads up. Thank you very much for your contribution for this. Even though he doesn't realize that deep down his lizard brain, here comes the shaming language for a man. Man asks a woman her age. They don't want to know your age. They want to know how many eggs you got left. And remember, you hit 45, that's it. You're gone. 50-year-old females past their childbearing years, yet middle-aged, and you're no longer desirable. You can't produce children. Whoa, 50-year-olds can get pregnant. Yes, they can. Let me tell you something. When a woman is transitioning from childbearing age into menopause, it becomes very dangerous by the health experts. Did you know that? Did you know this, lady? I'm not trying to pick on you or be mean to you. And another thing, men up in age do not have this problem making children. They do not. Some men actually have it together. And most women date up in the, it's very important to take note. And these middle-aged women will not date middle-aged men. It's very rare this happens. But they'll date down to the young and dumb generation and just to feel young. But the fact is, every time a woman has her birthday, she gets a year older. Anyways, a woman in her 50s is like a 20-year-old without eggs. And she's not menstruating. She's done. The only thing she can do is enjoy company for just a little while until that kryptonite gets stronger and stronger, aka Father Time. And it is the way of life. It is the way of life. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this truth out there. A 58-year-old had an 8-year-old son and an 8-year-old grandson who told me he wanted a woman who could have a child with. He dated someone who was 39. That's a very risky age right there. 39 is a risky age. He said, I would have picked someone younger, promised my 38-year-old daughter I wouldn't date anyone younger than her. Well, you're going to have to go younger if you want to have a fighting chance. So, this is one of the reasons why older women date down in the dating market. These young guys are young and dumb, don't know anything. But you're going to have to realize this. Sure, he's only one guy. Women my age still want a male partner. May feel ignored by compulsion of biology for men to mate with someone who can procreate. The safest age to procreate is the age of 20. That's the safest. When I saw 2004, the door is the floor. Midlife beauties in their 40s is a very dangerous age. And this feminist named Laura Hutton, now 69, she's almost 70. It's really important that women don't listen to this 2,000-year-old patriarchal society. There was once a proverb that said, it's the old fiddle that plays the sweetest music. Anyways, you know what? The only thing they can look forward to is dating down to the younger guys. Men your age is not going to, you're going to be invisible. And you can't find happiness. And a lot of women choose babies' fathers. Some choose the bad boys. Did you know that? You choose the bad guys, the felons, the one that been in and out of jail. Why would you want to choose someone like that instead of a military general or a military person that has everything? You could have everything. You could have the kids with the same biological father. But no, you want to go choose the bad boys, and the cycle repeats. And so it is what it is. You cannot be equal to men by playing the field. if you do this, you are going to end up in regrets. You're going to end up in regret. So we're going to go look at the other place in Quora, and we're going to read the articles or the commentaries. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and prove this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back up. All right, let me go ahead and put it back up, and I'm gonna read some of these. You know, I used to believe this, but I have been proven very wrong. My husband of 33 years and I separated last year because of his involvement with others, especially this one, quote, younger woman. I was devastated. My self-esteem is completely destroyed. The man who was supposed to love me and want me all above others no longer cared. Why? Is it because my age or my loot? And who would want a 61-year-old woman? Okay. It's just got, you know, this is a harsh reality. This is a reality that women has to live with, okay? And after weeks of isolating myself, licking my wounds, I realized I had no choice but to keep on living my life, being the best person I can be. You can do that. To the females out there, you can do that. Amazingly enough, months later, it turned out that many men of all ages are attracted to women who are intelligent, funny, and have a positive attitude, regardless of their age. I'm no goddess in that looks department. But I do get asked out and been told by a few guys that I'm sexy. Woo! Well, the younger guys will want you for short term. But remember, me and age like fine wine. It takes them longer to mature. Members of both sexes can become invisible to others at any age. If you feel good about yourself, interested in your life, people and events around you, your positive energy will attract people. Some will be members of whatever sex you are drawn to. Attractive is a state of mind. Alrighty. So, I'm going to say this. And some of you women are going to get really blushing. Okay, are you ready? Some women, when a woman gets older, that progesterone and estrogen drops, and guess what? Testosterone goes up. It's one of the primary hormones that causes the libido to skyrocket. And so, anyway, just wanted to let you give you a heads up. Older women tend to have more experience, more wisdom. They realize they're not getting younger as they age. They're not getting any younger. Father Time wins this war on time. Older men get hit on by younger women. Older women cannot compete with younger women. I mean, they compete with others. Did you know that? So, with this being said, growing old can have its drawbacks. Older men are being sought by younger women because of the potential to being good fathers and help developing healthy, nurturing children. Older women realize the ship has already sailed. They can't be mothers, but they could attract younger men and play sugar mamas to them. So in the society, they say, "You go, girl." But if a man does it, he's called a name, a horse name, the worst name, so to speak. Who in the hell is the society to judge? Because everybody does it. That was done way back in the centuries ago, before our time. That was done way, way, way back in time. So again, women of all different colors of the skin and different nationalities in the United States. Some choose babies' fathers wisely, some don't. The ones that don't or grew up in the single mother household are going to be in for a rude awakening. Okay? They're going to be in a rude awakening. And there's going to come a time they're going to get shocked to the core. It's either by Mother Nature and Father Time itself or by circumstance. And to the younger men who never had their chance, if you're listening to this video, hang tight. You're going to get your chance. And many cougars that cannot bear children, they're going to be there. They're going to be waiting for you, gentlemen. And hope you have the stamina available. Them cougars can go wild in the bedroom. Trust me on that. They will go wild. Okay? I just want to let this out on this channel. Now, to the younger women out there, I want to break that curse. I want to break that curse of this going through the 304 phase. Well, you know what? If you want to break that phase, the good guys or the mature guys are out there. They're out there, okay? They got their stuff together. The older the man gets, the more he's going to have his stuff together. It is what it is. Mother Nature, Father Time work hand in hand. So, remember, nice guys are not at fault for the problems young women get themselves into. Okay? And usually the dating landscape is rigged like this. And they wonder why the children have problems. You took the father out of the house. Or maybe you have that bum that you dated. You ran game on you. Said, hey, wait, you know what? That kid ain't my problem. That's your problem. You worry about that kid. I ain't worried about it. I ain't going to do nothing for you. You ain't going to say, I thought you was going to do this. Let's see, you see, women choose men like that don't want to commit. Then you want the cleanup guy to clean up the mess. And then cleanup guy deals with all this trauma. Oh, one other thing I want to say. It's a never-win situation there. Usually, this is the way it is. The alpha breeds, the beta pays for the need. And they often coincides with nice guys finish last. Then he gets finessed legally in the courtroom. Maybe it's time to reform the family court code of the law to eliminate alimony, eliminate separate maintenance, eliminate child support. Perhaps it's time to reverse some of these Social Security Title 4D programs. Maybe it's time to erase them, to make everybody be accountable for their actions. Until next time, to have a change in the dating market, you need to change yourself first. Take care of yourself, and next time, be careful.